2018 has been declared the year of prophecy, as Apostle Tahar was in the Spirit. You know, and the Spirit laid it on him to tell us all that this would be the year of prophecy. And yet, especially over the last month, and the fact that we just had a blood moon, we've seen some bigger prophecies come through, such as Gomer and all his bands entering into the war, the Valley of Jehoshaphat, which is Syria and the region. And now, continuing on from that war, the Syrian Arab army is now starting to move into the Afrin area. And this is where Operation Olive Branch has taken place. First of all, I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who are teaching this truth and sincerity. And shout out to Yakim that's out there all around the world pushing this truth. And Barakatah to all of you that are just coming into this truth. And so here we are in the, we're seeing this battle for Damascus, Syria, Valley of Jehoshaphat, coming to pass very quickly. And so, just had another false flag event, fake ass shooting, as usual, the push gun control, martial law, and, all the things that they were practicing Jade Helm for. But we also just had a big, major event happen here at Great Millstone. The main camp. We will no longer be teaching on 34th and Broadway. The main camp is now no longer able to teach it, meaning that we're always going to be a little here, a little there, but never in a steady place. I have already practiced for this just right here in Reading because, when I stayed in one place for too long, next thing you know, security came up to me. They were nice about it, of course, but just said, oh, well, we've had some complaints. Because you know how Esau is, and even if there weren't complaints and all that, but that's how they sneak around this so that way they can tell you that they don't want you there anymore. So, I can no longer teach the CalWorks building here in Reading. Well, obviously this happened on the main camp, 34th Street. And the thing is, though, is that we'd been there for years. Even during 9/11 we were there, and there was some, the apostles were actually arrested as terrorists. So we know that Esau, just, G-Man fucking quit, man. G-Man fucking quit because he just could not combat us. Because this word of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai is different with everything that we've been taught. And he's been rethinking the whole thing. So all these loser Christians had to go home. Because they pretty much, they're losing. They are losing because they just can't find biblical scripture to back up their false teachings, They can only do so much, but yet they don't know the Bibles and the scriptures, and they don't know the fulfillment of these things. But yet, the fact that we're not on 34th and Broadway anymore is a huge sign. That means that we are nearing, as the elder apostle had just stated, which I will include in this video, that it's an end of an era. And I believe it's, leading to bigger things, such as the beginning of the end of the grace period, meaning that you haven't gotten circumcised and you haven't been brought into this truth yet, and you're just playing around with it like some sort of game. It's like, well, you know how a lot of people do it. It's like, oh, well, I'm just going to ask them to forgive me really quick upon my death. Really? You don't know when you're going to die. But people will ignorantly say that, I'll just call them on my deathbed, or I'll just quickly say, I feel Hail Marys, or whatever. They think that this is the way to go. So a lot of people are playing around with the fact that we're out on the streets teaching, and that it's like, yeah, I know what he's saying is true and all that, but I'm just not ready yet. You better fucking get ready, because soon you won't see us anymore. It's the beginning of all this. It's the beginning of Jacob's trouble. It's the beginning of the famine of the word, which is leading to the other things, which Jade Helm was a practice for, martial law and FEMA camps. And not only was it a practice drill, they've already because they've had the practice, they've already implemented it during these manufactured hurricanes that just happened last year. You know, as you know, they're killing people in those shelters. So we're beginning to see the beginning of the roundup, what Jade Helm was. And isn't it interesting? Jade Helm, all those states and all that, and yet that's where this hurricane heavily hit, wasn't it? Texas especially, you know. So Jade Helm was a beginning of practice drills for that and many more things. The fact that those that refuse the mark are going to be subject unto death. Homeless people have been rounded up for quite a while now, and you know, they can never leave the camps. You know, they're stuck in that camp, and you know, for those that refuse, well, they're just killed. You know, nobody gives a fucking shit about the homeless. You know, well, they can give two shits about the fucking homeless. They're a nuisance, because that's how Esau Edom is. That's how Amalek is. You know. And so we're seeing all that. We're seeing the beginning of this. We're seeing the push for the mark, the RFID chip, which Esau wants to implement as final slavery, final slave control over the people. And, you know, it's no longer going to be voluntary. We're seeing this happen, you know. That Wisconsin company, man, soon this thing is going to be mandatory. And we're starting to see that because a lot of things are going cashless now. You know, there's a few other things that went cashless. We know about Venezuela going cashless, Japan going cashless, you know. So, oh, and Disneyland going cashless. That's the other big one. Disneyland has gone cashless, you know. So, it's more than just Orwellian 1984. But yet, you know, what you say and all that, you know, I've been moving around Reading, and I never stay in one place for far too long. You know, you might see 2 or 3 videos on that street, and then I'll move to another street and all that because of the fact that, well, me being a one-man camp and all that, if I get shut down, this whole thing gets shut down. And I'm just a lot more smart than Esau, you know, because you got to be wise as serpents and harmless as doves, you know, because we know every move of the picture. He's watching our every move, you know. So, this is the beginning of an end. You know, the grace period is not going to be around much longer. We're starting to see that with the main camp. You know how it is. Once you got the main camp like that, and you got all those other ones to fall. You know, to where we don't have a studied place. But that's fine, you know. Because that just means one thing. The elect are getting sealed. His elect. And so, you know, if you believe you're part of that elect and you're feeling all this, don't be putting it off any longer. Get circumcised and get into this truth. Find a camp near you, the nearest one near you, and try to do what you must. Yahweh Shai will provide a way for you to do that, you know, as He will for me. You know, I'm in the process of getting Medi-Cal reinstated, you know, so that way I can, you know, because all I got is Medicare, so that ain't going to be enough to pay for the circumcision. But upon that, once I got Medi-Cal and Medicare together, then I'll be able to get there, take care of that, and then also, because they've been deducting the amount of money, there's another $130 every month that I will have to where I can get on a bus round trip to San Francisco and go away for a week and then be back, you know, on Sunday to go to work, you know, over here. So Most High is already providing a way for that, you know. So what's everybody else's excuse for not doing this? This is the year of prophecy, as we know that this war, you know, is the final war. You know, which I love the fact that Apostle Tahar broke down the Hebrew tongue Armageddon and what it means. His mountain troops. So he gathers his mountain troops to battle in the Valley of Jehoshaphat. So they're going to try to come against the Most High. You know, what they call alien abductions and all that. You know, that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be snatching these people up, putting them into captivity. So I hope this has been edifying, and Again, I want to give all praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Brakatah to all you newcomers out there. You know, this is the time. This is the grace period. And shout out to Akim out there that's pushing this truth. And I want to give double honors to elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.
Shalom. Welcome to another edition of Great Millstone Mailbag Extra. Here to feed the elect through the spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Hashem Kodash Rakah. Now in this edition, just have a few announcements to make. The first one being our live show that was done on February the 17th, 2018 was taken down from our live channel here, and I just noticed that this morning, early this morning, when I was watching this video here from Apostle Elder Tahar, and somebody put a comment, as you see here. See if I find the comment. Yeah, right here from Yahushai Justice. Did the live show February 17th, 2018 on the subscription Apostles of GMS get deleted? And apparently so. And I didn't receive, which that channel, I oversee that channel. I didn't receive any notification, no strikes, no nothing. They just it's like the video was never there. Okay. As you can see, the last video was February 10th, 2018. And by the way, we're on 34th Street, which we will not be teaching on 34th Street anymore. Apostle Tahar has announced this, which is totally the spirit. A lot of us brothers, when that was announced, a lot of us talking among ourselves said that was like the end of an era, because we were there for like streaming on YouTube. We were there for like more than 10 years, man. You know, on 34th Street. But we will be streaming live on the street. We're just going to go to different areas, different places. But yeah, man, they just that's something. They just took the video down. I didn't receive any message, no nothing. Okay, it's almost like the video was never there. And the way I found out is by, like I'm saying to you brothers here, is by the comment left here on this video, which I watched this morning, from Yahushai Justice. Did the live show February 17, 2018 on the subscription Apostles of GMS get deleted? And the answer is yes, because it's not there anymore. And I didn't delete it. Why the hell would I do that? You know, they deleted it, and I guess YouTube is back on that bullshit. So I put a comment to this brother here, as you can see here, 6 hours ago. Yes, it seems it was deleted. I just found out this morning, but you can still see the full live show here. Spread the word to water. Okay, and here's the link. Now when you click on this link here, it'll send you to Apostle Elder Rhymelab's channel, GMS Info Doc channel 11, and he has the full parts 1, 2, and 3, the full live show that was done February 17th, 2018. And I might add, it was done in a snowstorm, which was in the New York area at that time. Okay, so that's where you can see it. You will not be able to see it on this channel here, because it was taken down. And that's the announcement that I wanted to make for you brothers who want to see the whole live chat, or whole live stream, I should say. You can go to this channel here, GMS Info Doc, and you should subscribe, because what we do is we stream live on this channel here at you know, while we're out there teaching. We stream live on this channel, but we also record it, and the recording is shown on this channel. GMS Info Doc Channel 11. So the live stream will be seen here, and then the recorded version of the live stream is seen on this channel. So either way, you're going to get your edification. Okay. So we cover both ends. So even though it was deleted here for whatever reason, like I said, I didn't receive any notification, no message, no nothing. Why it was deleted, why it was taken down. Like I said, YouTube is back on that nonsense of so much for free speech. YouTube is on that nonsense of taking down videos they don't like or don't approve. And now they don't even give you any message. They just take it down. So like I said, yeah, we stream live, and it's shown on this channel as the moment it's happening, and then we record it, the live stream, and show it on this channel. So either way, you're going to get the edification. That is the point. All right, so with that, now you understand what's going on concerning Apostles Live on GMS 34th. The video apparently, for whatever reason, has been deleted. Well, we know the main reason, because we're bringing out that raw truth, and this devil is desperately trying to hide it, which is a futile effort. Okay, it's a worthless effort. So if it's taken down here and you're not able to see it, then you can always go to this channel, and then you should be able to see the whole recorded live stream on this channel here. All right, so with that, oh yeah, before I go, right now I'm working on post-production of GMS in Transit, which we did on that same day, February 17, 2018. I'm working on that, so that should be up hopefully by the end of the day on my channel, GMS Walk and Talk 8. All right, so with that, see you in the next edition of the Mailbag Extra. Shalom.
Shouting slogans of unity, this is how pro-Syrian army troops entered Kurdish-held territories from El Ziyara checkpoint in northern Syria, following a deal between the government and the Kurdish YPG militants. Heading to Afrin, they drove pickup vehicles equipped with heavy machine guns. They said they were coming to help their brothers.
This is the unity of Syrians. The Syrian people are one. Whatever their ethnicity is, we are heading there to protect everyone inside.
But Turkish drones were watching. Only 5 minutes following the troops' move, Turkey heavily attacked El Ziyara checkpoint to stop the support from coming to Syrian Kurds. Pro-government forces' entry to Afrin is believed to be a game changer in the course of developments in northern Syria. As you can see just behind me here, you can see the Turkish forces are shelling this road with mortar shells, this road which the pro-Syrian government forces just used to enter Afrin. In Afrin, life goes as normal despite the ongoing threat of Turkish attacks and the tens of strikes already launched. Locals say civilians have also been the target of the attacks.
They are targeting civilians, children, villages and homes. They targeted our homes in Kaf Samra too. 20 homes were razed to the ground. Is this right? Is this humanity?
Turkish forces have been waging a military offensive against Afrin and its surrounding towns and villages, along with Turkey-backed militants, for over a month now. They are aiming to wipe out the Kurdish People's Protection Units, the YPG, and the Women's Protection Units, the YPJ, both of which are regarded as terrorists by Ankara. Hamad Ali, Press TV, Afrin.
For more on this tonight, we're joined by former U.S. diplomat Jim Jatras. Jim, nice to have you with us. Are we on the potentially on the verge of a Syrian-Turkish major conflict?
Potentially, but I don't think certainly, and here's why. First off, Erdogan accuses Syria of state terrorism now for bringing its forces into Afrin, which is really bizarre because Turkey is illegally present in Syria, and they're doing so in cooperation not only with Turkmen militia, but also with al-Qaeda units that are allied with the Turks. For the Kurds now to invite the Syrians in, though, as the report said, raises the possibility that they will reintegrate, in a sense, under the authority of the Damascus government, which in a sense solves Turkey's problem, because what Turkey doesn't want is any kind of autonomous or certainly not independent Kurdish entity in northern Syria.
So there is somewhat of an upside for Turkey on that if the Kurds were to cool their jets, so to speak, and succumb to Assad.
In a sense, yes, and obviously the Kurds don't want to do that. On the other hand, they haven't burned their bridges with the Assad government really throughout this war. There has been some cooperation between the Kurds and the Syrian government, so it wouldn't be their preferred outcome, but I think they could work out some kind of deal.
Secretary Tillerson and President Erdogan met last week, and of course the comments coming from Tillerson was that they realize that the relationship is at a critical stage right now. What's the future there in the light of all of this?
Well, that relates less to Afrin than to the larger Kurdish-held region further to the east. That's called the Rojava region. That's where there are several thousand U.S. forces. There are about a dozen American military bases there without congressional authority, without any domestic or international legal authority. And that's where we really have the potential for a clash with the Syrian government, also with the Russians and the Iranians.
So there's mixed loyalties throughout all of this. It seems like it shifts every several months depending on who's fighting who. Do you think there's been some kind of agreement, possibly between Tillerson and Erdogan? Okay, we're not going to shoot at one another. We're going to let this play out.
I think they may have agreed to something along those lines, but I don't know what that agreement really counts for, to tell the truth. That the United States obviously doesn't want to get in a shooting war with our NATO allies, but the only way to avoid that is to abandon the Kurds. And we're not really ready to do that yet either.
And these are somewhat emboldened moves by Assad, are they not?
Oh, definitely. And at least as far as Afrin goes, not the Rojava area farther east, I think this is a major plus for Assad, assuming it doesn't develop into a direct clash with the Turks.
Turning to North Korea, there are reports tonight at the Olympics that Vice President Mike Pence was going to meet with a North Korean delegation, possibly the number 2 man which would be his sister, in North Korea, and they walked out at the last moment and the meeting didn't take place. What do you make of it?
Well, A, I don't know if the report is true, and B, I don't know if that happened before or after. Reportedly, Pence snubbed Kim Yo-jong at the opening ceremonies. There's a lot we don't know, so I'd be very, very careful about these reports.
Okay, Jim Jatras, thanks so much. Appreciate it.
Hello, everyone. I lost my voice from the previous hangout that I did, but I got some correction from a real friend online. I've obviously listened to a lot of the comments that was left to me in the live chat of the last video that I did from Sister Mary Bennett, Sister Faith Lane, Darcel, I think her name is, and a couple of other people, and I just recently got off the phone with Sister Cherry. Guys, a lot of you know I don't talk about my personal life here online. I don't talk about like what goes on in my life personally and whatnot and everything and whatnot. And it's for a reason. I have major trust issues. And I just don't like talking about my personal life. And when I trust somebody, I really trust them. And to a lot of times it's to my own detriment. So I've made a decision. Well, actually, before I get to the decision, I want to let everybody know that that I talked to Sister Cherry about what I was going to do regarding the Vocab Malone G consciousness so real issue. The first thing that I want to do is I want to publicly apologize to Sister Cherry because she really didn't have anything to do with this. She did not agree with any of the decisions that were being made regarding me being kicked out of Shield Squad. So that's the first thing that I want to point out. So please don't take this out on Sister Cherry, what I'm about to say. She had nothing to do about this. She just tried to talk me out of this. And I think that this is what's best. Effective immediately, I'm going to be leaving YouTube for a indefinite period of time. This is not a vacation. I'm leaving. I can't trust nobody here on the internet no more. Oh boy, I should have did this first. Let me do this right now. Okay. I can't trust nobody here on the internet no more. And if I can't trust my own family, then I don't see the point of doing what I'm doing here online. I feel like that people are just using me here on the internet, and they don't genuinely really care. I've been doing this strong now for about 5 years, and like I said, I'm burnt out, and this was like the final straw. You know what I mean? I can't even trust Christians here on the internet. I can't. Out of everybody that's in Shield Squad, Sister Cherry has been the only one who I can honestly call a friend in that group. I don't really know TVCO that well. So, TVCO, this is for you, man. I don't believe you had anything to do with that decision making. The new guys that are part of Shield Squad, I know you guys had nothing to do with that. But Sister Cherry definitely disagreed with the decision making that was going on. So, effective immediately, I'm going to keep the channel up. All the channels are going to remain up. But I am officially canceling my debate with Captain Tazariot. I'm canceling all of my debates that I had scheduled. I will not be making any appearances on anyone's YouTube channel because I am sick and tired of getting stabbed in the back by people that are claiming to be good people and claim to be my friends and everything and whatnot. And I had enough of that. I honestly had enough. And people are just getting me on their channel to use me. They're lying about me. They're saying I still is safe. I done had enough, guys. I honestly done had enough. It's been fun. It's been real. I can do ministry outside of YouTube. I don't have to record videos and upload them. I will no longer be uploading any videos. I will no longer be participating in any Google Hangouts. I will not be participating in any online ministry at all. I will not be on Power Talk. Do not call me on Skype for ministry. I don't want to hear it. I'm not going to be contacting anybody via YouTube. So if you leave a comment and your comment is not seen, I can't help you. I'm not going to approve your comment or anything like that. I'm going to be leaving YouTube for an indefinite period of time until God tells me to get my butt back on here. Because if you guys know the Lord, you know that there's no arguing with him. You got to do what you're called to do. And I just feel like I'm wasting my time on here, honestly. And this is going to take a little bit of time to heal from. Like I said, Vocab Malone, Surreal, and G-Con, what they just did, I'm done. There will not be a season 3 of the G Podcast. There will not be a debate between me and Captain Tazaria. I will not be traveling. Well, actually, I'm not going to say I'm not going to travel from city to city to deal with the Hebrew Israelites, but I won't be uploading this stuff to YouTube no more. I want to apologize to my brother in Christ, Raw. I was misinformed by a Christian about you dying, and I put some information up here that was not true, and I apologize. Google Play keeps stopping my videos and stuff and whatnot. I tried to leave YouTube before, and I've had people talk me out of it. There ain't no talking me out of this one. And I don't want to be known as a Brett Keane or nothing like that. I'm just saying that I'm leaving for an indefinite period of time. If the Lord wants me back on here, I'll come back on here. But I will not be making a video about Vocab Malone, G Consciousness, or Surreal, or anybody. I will not be and the Hebrew Israelites are going to love this one. I will not be going after them anymore. When I see them on the street, I'm not going to say nothing to them. I'm not going to say a word to the Hebrew Israelites, not GMS, not ISUPK, not UIC. Hopefully they'll watch my videos, and people will come to the knowledge of truth to realize that Christ is Lord. But, yeah, I'm done. There's going to be a lot of happy atheists and a lot of happy Hebrew Israelites out there. But, I can't do this no more, guys. I cannot do this no more. I can't trust nobody on this online no more. I can't trust atheists. I can't trust Christians. I can't trust the Hebrew Israelites. I can't trust nobody on here no more. I can't do this no more. So, you all take care. This has been fun. I've learned a lot of things, believe it or not. I mean, it's a lot of mean things to the atheist community, but believe it or not, they taught me a lot about some of the arguments against Scripture that I never heard before. I learned from pretty much everybody that I talked to on here. Like maybe I'll be able to go to the Museum of Natural History now and actually enjoy it for a change, without having everybody tell me, you know, this whole great debate stuff and whatnot, you know, so. Prince and Faithful had their issues. And anybody wants to know why vocab was sat down, please call me and I will let you know. I have no problem doing that because they apparently don't have a problem lying to my face.
Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Baharakakwadesh. I'd like to give double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone that do rule well. Peace and salutations to elect, the whole elect, and the 1/3. What you're looking at is the SOG and Shield Squad being exposed. All right, you people are going to realize that Yahweh Bashem Yashai is only dealing with just his men. Okay, you people are going to realize very soon that just because you're calling on God, just because you're calling on Jesus, that you got a ticket out of here. All right, Yahweh Bashem Yashai is only dealing with his men that he set up. Okay, he's not dealing with the whole world. He's not dealing with somebody just because they call themselves a soldier of God. What this is proving is that you are just men. All right, this is what it's proving. All right, you Christians. All right, you Christians are done. Okay, and it's beautiful because this is coming around Passover. Okay, you people have no idea why this is happening. See, you, G-Man. All right. See, you don't realize why this is happening. You're not intelligent enough. You haven't been given wisdom to be able to measure this circumspectly, if you will. But see, us out here, we know why. Because just like you and anybody else, it's just a matter of time, all right, before Yahweh Bashem Yahushai exposes you and roots you out, okay? And that's what's going on, all right? You guys are being exposed. You're being rooted out, all right? Because you are just of men. You see? This is I'm going to make a point. There's a difference between you, Shield Squad, ISUBK, IUIC, the Christian Ministries, EJ Loves. There's a difference between you and the men of Great Millstone, okay? This is Acts 5 and Acts 5 and 34. Then stood there up one in the council, a Pharisee named Gamaliel, a doctor of the law, had in reputation among all the people, and commanded to put the apostles forth a little space, and said unto them, Ye men of Israel, take heed to yourselves what ye intend to do as touching these men. For before these days rose up Theudas, boasting himself to be somebody, to whom a number of men, about 400, joined themselves, who was slain, and all, as many as obeyed him, were scattered and brought to naught. All right? There have been men before the true men that are set up that had a little following, that had a little clout, if you will. All right? There's been men before that have claimed to know the truth. There's been men before that claim that they talk to Jesus. All right? This ain't nothing new under the sun, man. You people are trying to walk in steps that you can't fill, man. It's nothing new. All you that come up with these new Bibles, all right, you get a little microphone and you think that you're going to be the next guy to stop this, man. You can't stop this, okay? This is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's plan. You can't stop it. And now you're going through the repercussions, okay, for trying to live a life as a prophet, for trying to live a life as a man of the Lord. But you crept in as a thief and a robber, and now you're being exposed. And this is collectively talking about all of you. And now you don't know what to do. Now you're bugging out, okay? But let's continue. It says 37, after this man rose up Judas of Galilee in the days of taxing and drew away much people after him. He also perished, and all, even as many as obeyed him, were dispersed. All right. So you have many jokers that are going to come up. They're going to have this new day and age gospel. And you're going to have followers. You're going to have people that cleave to them. You're going to have people that hearken to them and believe them. But just like these men that passed before are just like you jokers now, man. All right. Just like you're all just gonna fall away, man. But you're gonna receive judgment for it because you have offended the little ones. You're just seeing the beginning stages of your looming destruction. All right. Now G-Man's taking a break from YouTube. You can't take a break from this. This ain't something to take a break from. See, that's the thing. See, with you people came into this thing thinking that it was your show. You people came into this thing thinking you were going to run it how you wanted to. It doesn't work like that. You see? Now what you Christians, are realizing is the higher power is not what you have been painting, okay? The higher power, all right, that you're reading about is actually, as the heathen said, Allah Ashadam. Excuse me, I always pronounce it wrong, but demon-like power. Now you're starting to realize it. You're gonna start realizing, okay, that your Lord was Satan, man. Hey, man, Satan's honeymoon is very short, and you are seeing it. This was just a honeymoon phase, man. All right, that's all it was. This was just a honeymoon phase. Let's keep going, finish my point. Acts 5:38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. Right. So you people, you are to refrain from us, man. Okay. You people are to refrain from us and let us alone. You see, because your counsel is of men, and that's why you are coming to naught. All right. At one point in time, these people were tighter than thieves, banging hard against Israel. Now you got G-Man exposing the soldiers of God. And that's another thing. I heard the G-Man say, oh, he's wrong. So it made me think, so, well, then how much more else could he be wrong on? The doctrine? Because now they're being exposed. So it goes to show you that their doctrine is exposed. Okay, it's not them that's being exposed, it's their doctrine. You see, because they are of men, and that's why they're coming to naught. You see, you were set up of men, if you will. All right, we are set up by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Acts 5:38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. Right. Vocab, Shield Squad, IUIC, ISUPK, GOCC. Your works are of men, and that's why you are going to come to naught. And you're just seeing it. This year alone has spiritually has torn down the strongholds of Christianity. This year alone, man. You people have nothing else to lean on. This is Acts 5:39. But if it be of the Most High, ye cannot overthrow it, lest happily ye be found even to fight against the Most High. See, you don't realize you were fighting against the Most High. You weren't fighting against men. And everybody that fights against Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai loses horribly. And you don't just lose as in a knockout blow. You start to get bugged out. You start seeing monstrous apparitions. Your family starts hating you. Everyone's out to get you. Now you're looking like Martin Lawrence running in the street with a gun talking about they're trying to kill me. Hey, you people don't realize the power that you're dealing with. But because you are of men, that's why you are coming to naught. All right? The house of David is growing stronger and stronger, and the house of Saul is growing weaker and weaker. Hey, Lord willing, you brothers and few sisters were edified through the Spirit as I was. And I want to say, call Halal Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai Baha Rakakwadash. With that being said, Shalom.
Shalom. Before I get started, I want to say Call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well and push out this word at a high frequency. Peace and safety to the elect laboring around the four corners of the earth, giving all diligence to make their calling of election sure. Okay, may Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai continue to be with you, brothers, and bless you and your households. All right, this is the brother Atazawam here from Great Millstone ATL. Got another lesson in the spirit. Just going to jump right into it, going into the famine of the word and how it's closely approaching. All right. This is Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai has a unique famine that's going to come into the earth. And this is future prophecy here, man. You know, the Lord is going to take his men off of YouTube. He's going to take his men off the highways and byways. And the members of the elect are going to be in certain places throughout the world that only certain people will have access to. All right. When the time of Jacob's trouble hits, there will be no need for YouTube videos or camp videos. OK, the Lord is going to he's going to get rid of that platform, so to speak. All right. And in that day, when we're no longer on YouTube and when we're no longer on the highways and byways, the Lord will be doing things individually in the elect's lives. All right, the elect will have spiritual powers. Okay, so for all of you people out here, you polite, all of you people that want to talk bull crap about Great Millstone and the apostles and the elders and all the other brothers, you want to scoff and you want to. Hey, don't worry. It's going to come a time where we're not going to be out there, man. The Lord's going to take his word away, and all of you people out there are going to be looking for us, man. You're going to be looking for Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai, and the closest that you could get to Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai is his members, his men, his elect. All right, verse 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. And Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai was merciful enough to bring the word back, you know, to bring the truth back into the earth after he took it out of the earth at one point in time. There was darkness in the earth, and the Lord was gracious enough to put the spirit on his men, starting with Abba Bivens and the other elders and apostles from the old school, all the way up until Apostle Tahar, Apostle Gabar, Apostle Ramlab, Apostle Rakar, and the elders. And a lot of you niggas out here is ungrateful, man. All right. You wouldn't be, a lot of you scoffers wouldn't be who you are if it wasn't for the apostles. You know, you wouldn't know anything about this truth. You wouldn't know anything about Israel. But yet and still you want to come up against it. So it's fine. The Lord is going to remove his men, and he's going to have them in hiding places throughout America, man. While the rest of you demons getting your asses kicked, man. OK, so this is something that this is the year of prophecy, and this is one prophecy that got to come to pass. And when that famine of the word come, that's just a famine. That's a famine on you 2/3 on the wicked. All right. It's not going to be a famine to the elect, because the elect already got the water, man, the spiritual water. All right. Eating the spiritual bread, so to speak, man. They got the understanding. They've been doing the works, the labors. All right. They've been building up the faith. That famine is going to hit you wicked people, man. All right, and we'll see who the Lord is dealing with in that day. You know, when he boils it all the way down to either he's with you or not. See, right now it's a mirage of people, a mirage of Israelites that you know that think that the Lord is dealing with them, man, because of your appearance, because your views. You get 20,000 views on one video. You got a large amount of following. You got, you know, the beautiful garments, and you got money. So it appears that the Lord is with you. But when all hell breaks loose and it's all chaos and tribulation out here, that's when it's going to be known who the Lord is dealing with, man. And he's going to take his men off the highways and byways. All right. From there, I'm going to go to Micah chapter 3. I'm going to start at verse 4. It says, Then shall they cry unto the Lord, but he will not hear them. He will hide his face from them at that time, as they have behaved themselves ill in their doing. So it's going to be judgment time, man. All right. The Lord is going to reward you according to your doings. None of you people out here will be able to say that you did not know. There were ample videos, you know, thousands upon thousands of videos from Great Millstone on what to do, man. Thousands of reproof videos, thousands of history videos, thousands of edification. You know, all of these things, man. It's thousands of videos showing you how to walk the straight path. So the Lord is going to reward you according to your doings. He already had the prophets out there, man. He's not going to hold his peace anymore real soon, man. He's going to unleash hell out here, man. You know, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord concerning the prophets that make my people err, that bite with their teeth and cry peace, and he that putteth not into their mouths, they even prepare war against him. All right. Verse 6, therefore night shall be unto you, and ye shall not have a vision. It shall be dark unto you. And that go for all of you fake Israelites out here, man. All of you guys that's faking the funk, all of you guys that's proud, that's speaking profanity concerning the doctrine. All right. That's stealing and wolves in sheep's clothing. Man, you're not in that day is gonna be total darkness, man. All right. And a lot of you guys are going to take the chip, and the Lord is going to preserve you for a missile. All right. Because you're going to be beaten with many stripes, because you dudes, instead of taking the time out to actually listen what the apostles and the elders and the sincere brothers been saying, you take time out and listen just to hate, man. You know, just to come up against it, you know, not really listening to be edified. And then a lot of you guys, you know that the Spirit of the Lord is dealing with Apostle Tahar and Apostle Gabar. And you still don't give reverence, man. You still don't pay homage, man. So the Lord, in that day, man, it's going to be darkness on you, man. It say that ye shall not divine, and the sun shall go down over the prophets, and the day shall be dark over them, man. So in that day, man, the Lord going to snatch away he going to snatch away his word. All of that is going to leave, man. You know, and it's going to boil down to if you have faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. All right. Isaiah chapter 32, verse 2, and I'm gonna wrap it up soon because my laptop's about to die. It says, a man shall be in hiding place from the wind. What does the wind represent? Well, when you go to Revelations, the 7th chapter, the wind represents the destruction, because the 4 angels is holding back the winds of destruction on the earth right now so that the elect can be sealed. All right. So that wind represents destruction. Okay, it says, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So in that day, man, when all hell is breaking loose, man, your only safety, your only coverage, so to speak, is you're gonna have to be around a man that's been doing the right thing in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. You know. That's what it's going to boil down to. If the Lord is gracious enough to lead you towards the direction of a man of the Lord in that day, you know, and that's why it says that, man, a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, because, hey, the Lord is going to straight up and down extract his spirit from America, man. All right. He's going to take his spirit from America, and then that grace period is going to be open, man. I mean, Salaki is going to be over. That grace period is going to be over. Then it's going to be ass whooping season, man. And a lot of you individuals, starting with you Israelites and you 2/3 and the wicked other nations, you're going to find yourself on the other end of that ass whooping, man. Because you refuse to listen, man. All right. It says, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. Meaning, hey, in that time of trouble, in that time of hell and tribulation, being around a man of the Lord is going to be a comfort. All right. It's going to be a particular level of safety in being around a man of the Lord, man. Okay. Verse 3, it says, and the eyes of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken. You know, Meaning what, man? In that day, man, there's going to be certain elect members, you know, some men, some women, all right, that's going to be around the members of the 144,000, and they're going to see the power of the Lord working through that man. And if they're a part of that number, hey, they're going to be shielded from all tribulation as well, man. All right. So a lot of you people that's playing games and not taking advantage of this, man, get ready for all hell, man. It could very well break out this year. Okay. From there, I'm going to go to Zechariah 8. Zechariah 8 and 23. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, we will go with you, for we have heard that the Most High is with you, man. And that day is coming, man. A lot of you guys out here, you're not gonna be confident in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. You're gonna have a guilty conscience because you're gonna know that you didn't do the right thing with this truth. You was teaching that bull crap. Okay, you wasn't waking up the elect, and now you're gonna find yourself in a bad situation. And some of you guys, you're gonna try to come through Great Millstone at the last minute, but it's gonna be too late, man. We'll come down to the camps and try to find the brothers, and because the Lord about to start bringing straight up and down hell to you guys, man. Because you're playing with this thing, man. He gonna start bringing straight up and down hell to all of you dudes that's playing with this truth, man. All right. So get ready for that famine of the word, you know. And for the sincere brothers, man, pray, you know, fast, do what you got to do. Ask Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua to protect you and your family and to preserve you in that day. And in return, we got to continue to labor and push out the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua at all costs. All right. So with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Double honors once again to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Peace and safety to the elect men, women, and children scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom.
All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and it says salutations to Yakim out there, sincerely doing the work of the hopeful elect. All right, my name is Amouan Gabar, back with another lesson, Lord willing, to edify the elect of the nation of Israel. And basically, this is gonna be a little quick impromptu, pretty much. You know, I just actually finished watching the announcement video by Apostle Gabar. You know, basically, you know, I just found out that you know, the main camp, the New York camp, you know, us brothers, you know, the apostles, elders, and brothers, we're not going to be teaching on 34th anymore, you know, in the surrounding areas, you know, but, you know, I saw it through the spirit, you know, I was kind of, you know, not shocked to say, but, you know, more like, you know, wow, you know, because, you know, through the spirit, the apostles and the elders have been teaching over there, you know, for decades, you know what I'm saying, and the first wave of, generation of YouTube brothers that came in, you know, seeing the apostles, 2007 and 8, you know, that's the only place we know, you know, and brothers on down. But that's all through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, and then that's also a beautiful sign, man, you know, because that's showing that something major is about to happen. Because as far as I know, man, you know, 34th and 7th, that is the main concourse, man, that the Agora, you know, that chief place, you know, the opening of the gates, and that's that spot. So simply put, you know, us not being out there in 34th and 7th no more, that's significant through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And also, you know, I was watching the video, the same announcement video, and I noticed on the comment board, you know, that a lot of brothers were having complaints about, you know, their videos being taken down, you know, randomly, you know, without no warning or anything like that, you know, along with the apostles' videos, you know, the recent one, you know, live stream, just being taken out randomly. Well, that's the so-called white man Esau, you know, getting ready to make moves through the spirit, man. We in 2018, and it's been a long time coming, you know. So, you know, without further ado, like I said, I just have a few scriptures lined up, you know, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua willing, brothers will be edified. You know, excuse me, it's kind of dark, so I'm gonna be leaning over. This is where was I? This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Now the devil, as we all know, is Esau, Edom, all right, the so-called white man. Esau is getting ready to make his move. It's 2018. All right, prophecies is being fulfilled. Prophecies have been being fulfilled. The mark of the beast, the RFID chip, all these things are coming into place. All right, the so-called white man or the Most High is not just gonna have it, all these prophecies that's written thereof in the scriptures happen overnight. These things have to take place in a systematic order, in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, his algorithm. All right, so things are happening. It says, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, which is talking about, all of mankind. All right, it says, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. Now, first and foremost, this is gearing towards Israel. All right, when you read Jeremiah the 30th chapter and the 7th verse, it talks about Jacob's trouble, but at last that day is great. All right, so first and foremost, this so-called white man moving down and having that great wrath is going to start with Israel first, man. We the number one target, and amongst Israel you have, the hopeful elect, the men out there that is chanting this wicked kingdom down, all right, day and night, not giving him any rest. So we at the top of the so-called white man's list, all right. We at the top of his list, all right, and he's ready and anxious to make his moves, but he have to wait on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua's orders, all right. Now it says, let me go from there to Amos chapter 8 verse 11. It says, behold, the day comes, saith the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst, nor of water, but of hearing the word of the Lord. Now the time is coming where these people are not going to be able to hear the word of the Lord. That's why, us brothers, it's important for us to, accumulate and gather and store up our oil, which is the knowledge, wisdom, understanding of these scriptures, man. All right, our wisdom in the sight of these nations, and the wisdom that the Most High has blessed us with, man. All right, Isaiah 33:6. For knowledge and wisdom shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of thy salvation. Because it's gonna get real ugly out here, man. In all parts of this world, starting in Babylon. All right, America, Babylon the Great. All right, it's gonna get real ugly out there. In these different Caribbean islands. In these different various islands where Israel scattered, it's going to get real ugly, man. It's going to be a lot of butchering, a lot of bloodshed, a lot of famine. Certain parts of these islands, there's already famine, man. There's famine to the point where people are just being ruthless and reckless towards each other. Pursuing the 2nd Ezra 16th chapter, man. Insurrection of the people and, fighting, invading one another. All these things are about to happen. All right? It says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst of water, but of hearing the word of the Lord. All right, now the time is coming, once again, where the prophets, from the apostles, elders, and the Akim on down, we're not going to be out in the streets and the highways and byways no more, man. First of all, this internet is going to get shut down. All right, there's going to be total control of this internet. There's going to be 100% censorship. All right, and Esau is going to have all control and rule over what's getting uploaded, what's being seen, so on and so forth. Esau is going to have total control over that. All right, and furthermore, we're not going to be able to be sending these electronic epistles to each other anymore. All right, there's going to be utter chaos, man. Now is the time to get this truth. Now is the time to get this understanding. As the scripture says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found, while the evil days come not. All right, so there's a famine. There's a great famine coming to this land, starting here in starting in America. All right, in various parts of this world. Okay. It says, not a thirst of water, but of hearing the word of the Lord. Point blank, period. All right, and through the spirit, I feel as though my spirit, man, is very significant that we're not going to be on 34th and 7th no more, man. That's where, brothers grew up at, pretty much, man. From babies to young men, But it's all through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. And Yahweh willing, as coined by the Apostle Tahar, that this is the year of prophecy, man. Where these major prophecies, Habakkuk the 2nd chapter. Let me get that real quick. Hopefully this is that year, man. Hopefully this is that year. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 12. It says, Salakia. Yeah, Habakkuk 2 and 12, it says, Salakia, I'm in Zephaniah. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 12. It says, woe to, no, Salakia. Slack your brothers. Slack your brothers. Habakkuk 2:1. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Reading on, it says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And what is those visions? The prophecies written in the Holy Scriptures. Alright, declaring the end from the beginning and the beginning from the end. Alright, so these scriptures is that vision that's being made plain, in plain sight. Alright, the signs are all around us, brothers. You know, it's only a matter of time before Yahweh Shem Shai sends his angels to come and destroy this place, man. Send the missiles to come and annihilate this place, man. Alright, it's only a matter of time. Patience is key. You know? Patience is key. Now, I believe I was holding, Slack here 1 second. Yeah, Amos 8 and 11, I read that. Now Jeremiah 6 chapter and 26. This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 6 verse 26. It says, O daughter of my people, it says, O daughter of my people, gird thee with sackcloth and wallow thyself in ashes. Make thee mourning as for an only son. Most bitter lamentation for the spoiler shall suddenly come upon us. Alright, now the people is talking about Israel. Alright, the nation of Israel. Alright, the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, it says lament. Alright, wallow thyself in ashes, because the time of great trouble, great tribulation, great famine, great plagues, pestilence, the worst time ever, you know, known to mankind, is about to happen and take place in our lifetime. Alright, the spoiler is talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Alright, that's the spoiler. Alright, and what is he going to do? He's going to spoil. Alright, scriptures tell you, woe to him that spoiled and have not been spoiled. So Esau have spoiled all nations, man. Alright, and he's going to ultimately try to spoil the nation of Israel, alright, by the way of his new world order. Alright, implement his RFID chip to try to get our people chip, which 2/3 are going to take the RFID chip anyway and be destroyed regardless. Alright, but Esau, his MO is to destroy Israel from the foundation thereof, man. Alright, last scripture I want to get, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 7, verse 'Slack your brothers. This is the last scripture. This is Jeremiah 30:7. It says, Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Alright, and that's the time we approach in Jacob's trouble. Jacob represents the 12 tribes of Israel. Alright, and great trouble and tribulations come upon the planet Earth as we know it. Alright, in Babylon, in various parts, you know, of the Western Hemisphere, you know, wherever Israel is scattered, Esau is going to try to come down having great wrath. But mainly, predominantly, it's going to take place here in Babylon, America. Alright? But I'm going to end it on that. You know, like I said, through the Spirit, and I was able to catch Apostle Gabar's video, you know, about the announcement, you know, about, you know, 34th Street, you know, Esau cutting down these shows and trying to, you know, blacklist it and just basically, you know, try to hide this word. It's too late, Esau, you know what I mean? The end is here. Alright, and with that, I'm going to say Shalom.